Hello and welcome to the first hour. It's a minimally edited YouTube only series where we go through the very first hour of a game, and depending on how well it's received, we may then queue it up for a full playthrough. Today's game is Othercide. This is a very stylish roguelike where you go through as the Red Mother and you raise your daughters who accept the sacrifices of those who fell before in order to defeat the great evil that threatens all, including maybe even time. So I'm very excited to check this one out with you. Let's get into it. So already I love the color scheme. I love the look and the feel. I have played this before, but it's been a very long time. So choose your difficulty mode. Nightmare, the original Othercide experience. That sounds great. So we're going to go in for it. Nightmare. From behind the veil they grow. Those you should always beware. In muted darkness they flow. Those who feed on your nightmare. The Book of Nostra on the others. For centuries the mother has protected the veil, preventing it from shattering. Her journey has led her to the deserted streets of the city rotted by the plague, where a greater threat awaits.
He needs us. The other has come for the chosen one, and soon the veil will break.
That's so creepy.
The suffering cannot continue.
Age of Shattering, 1897. They look so futuristic and modern for 1897, but they do such a good job with the style.
Suffering festers within him. The edge of reality frays. Each battle takes more and more out of me. The other could shred the veil and devour our world. Will you stay with me until the end? I'll give what I can, what I have left. Let it go here and no further.
How do you say no to that? Like, seriously, how do you say no to that? If she's like, will you stand with me? And she's freaking giving it her all. That is so cool. So there's the mother.
Watch, my friend. Once I move to strike, the first will fall.
Health points. These are health points. Your unit dies if their HP reaches 0. Action points. These are action points. Most actions will cost AP. Move to the red square. The farther you move, the more action points it will cost. So she starts here, and she's moving here. So it deducts 10 in order to move there, and we're left with 90.
The other sends more against us.
Select the attack skill. Instant action skills are played immediately and cost you action points, AP. The attack skill, alright. How do we do that? Do we right click? I actually don't remember. Oh, you know what? Slash, that's the one. 35 action points. Strike the enemy. Deal up to 764 damage in one attack. The timeline on the bottom orders all units by their initiative and moves forward whenever a unit ends their turn. A unit can play when it reaches 0 on the left side of the timeline. End your turn. Your unit will move to 50 on the timeline and recover all of their action points for their next turn. Delayed action massive shot. Locked on. So now it's our turn. Delayed skills immediately end the unit's turn, and their powerful effects are activated later on the timeline. The cultist is preparing a delayed massive shot. And I'm guessing this is the execution point. Select shield charge. 50 AP. Dash up to 5 tiles, deal up to 392 damage, and delay target by 30 initiative units. This skill will delay the target's next action. It will also cancel their delayed attack massive shot. Initiative offset, reset by 30, and you can see it shift back here. Interrupt skills. Interrupt skills can stop a single enemy attack and immediately launch a counterattack. Warning, interrupt skills cost HP. Select Vengeful Stance. It will interrupt the next melee attack and launch a devastating counterattack. So it'll cost us 20 HP out of our 4,900. And go. End your turn. Your unit will move to 50 on the timeline and recover all AP for the next turn. So you can like see when it's, I think this is when he's going to attack. And then 50 is what we're going to recover. And this is when it's our turn on the list on the bottom there. $959. God, that's terrifying. It is like a nightmare, you know? It really is dreamlike.
Fear not. I can stop the attack before it happens.
Select Spear Tornado. Oh my god. After a delay of 10 initiative units, deal up to 522 damage, delay enemies in the area by 70 initiative units, and immobilize them for 50. End your turn. She holds on 10. There it is on the timeline. Execute. Oh my god, 497 in every direction. God, there's enemies everywhere. Delayed action, massive shot. And to us. So the next one's going to appear in 17. Action point burst. Your unit will go in a burst if they start using their very last 50 AP. This pushes your unit back to 100 on the timeline. So be careful to burst only when you need an extra move or to deal a killing blow to a wounded enemy. Some skills like Shield Charge can delay the next time an enemy will play to give you more control on the timeline. So we've got Dodge is the % chance a unit has of avoiding an attack. Armor is a unit's protection. It represents the damage deducted from each attack received. Armor and dodge can be modified by ally or enemy skills, so always pay attention to skill descriptions. Remember, the timeline is the key to winning battles. Powerful delayed skills and your unit's turn immediately and activate later. Interrupt skills prepare your unit to block an attack and strike back after their turn. Some skills delay the next time an enemy will play to give you more control. Using your last 50 AP will provoke a burst, pushing your unit to 100 on the timeline.
Gift gives me such strength.
Okay, so now we get full access to all of these abilities right here. And you can see, I love when you hover over these things, you see yourself slide along the timeline down below based off of where you are on the burst or not. So this takes 60 AP. It moves us past the 50 AP mid threshold, and it pops us to 100 on the right. If I hover off of it, then we end up on the standard 50. So right now we've got this delayed massive attack right here. If we do a shield charge, it's within 5 tiles, I believe. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to hit him. That pushes that attack back, and well, it stops it entirely. He gets to go after the 50. We're right on the 50 right now, but it looks like these two are going to get to go. If we click on them, base attack deals up to 400 to a daughter in range. If we go to Vengeful Stance, then we can receive the attack. I think this guy's too far away, so we'll go Vengeful Stance. It'll push us over the 50. It'll take us out to 100 now. So this is like a burst of effort. Yeah. Oh, actually, no. So if we hold it here, we're still on the 50 because we didn't actually do an attack or anything. We used HP. There's the hit and the counter. This guy gets to go, but I think he's on the move and he doesn't quite make it. He's not in range. Then it goes to us again. So we can do a regular slash. That used up. We have 15 AP left. So obviously there's only one guy left. So getting in on the charge is okay to do. And that allows us to then... See, he's going on 86. So, I mean, we kind of don't have a chance. So we're going to go into a counterattack stance. And hold. He will get to go first. Oh, I see. Those are spawns. Oh, whoops. My bad. Which is not great, actually. Okay, so we're taking hits now. Ooh. And there's a huge delay, so I'm taking multiple hits. I didn't actually realize that these were the spawns coming up. And wow, big hit. Fortunately, she's got a lot of health, but if you're a regular daughter, you're probably gonna die pretty quickly. So let's see, we've got 28 armor on the Plague Doctor. We've got 15% dodge on the Plague Butcher and 57 armor on the Plague Doctor and then 15% dodge. So honestly, Hail of Shards deals up to 402 AoE damage. Each 15 initiative units up to 3 times, has a range of 6. So if we were to use this 3 times, oh, probably instantly. There's Imbued Blade. Deal 1392 damage after 25 initiative units. I don't think anyone has that much health. Spear Tornado, if they're all gathered up. I mean, I'm curious if we can see, I would imagine. Curious if we can see where everyone else is moving. Okay, so if I hover over them, we can see their movement range highlighted on the ground. So I can't get away from these two. So if we do the tornado, that pushes us into a burst. So let's go hit them both. Oh, that's right, on the timeline. He could have interrupted us, and I think we would have lost this, but... Ooh, boy. So we'll go into Spear Tornado. It'll hit both. And then we can use HP to go into Vengeful Stance. Oh, no, that ends a turn. Ooh, boy. It might have been better to kite back and then do an attack. Both of them are pretty close now. Reinforced armor. Armor up to 170. I wonder if I can I rotate this? There's probably a way to rotate the screen. Or maybe it's a fixed perspective. I don't remember. So let's see. Right now, this is the next guy, the one right in front of us, and the shield guy is later. So we'll go in for the slash. We're going to deal up to 792 damage in one attack, but unfortunately, that's not enough to put this guy down. If we do a shield charge, that will delay him, but he's still going to go earlier than we would be able to act again. So Imbued Blade is a 25 initiative. There's Vengeful Stance. We could Imbued Blade. We could Vengeful Stance. We could Slash for 35. Does it end the turn? It doesn't end the turn, so we'll take the Slash. At 35, we need something at 15, so anything we do at this point is going to be over the threshold. So if we go Vengeful Stance... Actually, I could have done the AoE, but I know the guy has a ton of armor right now. So now we'll end it. He'll come in for the attack. There's the counter. He's out. And then we get to go again beforehand. Not too sure what this is right here. This skull. This is the Plague Guard. He's going. I'm assuming this is something that'll wear out. Reinforced armor deals up to 420 to a daughter in range. And then we've got, you can inspect the unit. Huh. All right. Well, we can always delay him if we shield charge. So let's do it. Then we'll get another action after. I'm not too sure what this is, so we'll go... Something's happening here. Oh, a spawn. Oh, is that the child? That's an odd The heck is that?
He is here. The Chosen One. I don't want to harm you, little one.
But we want to harm you. Very much.
Oh my god. Demon child is what that is. Dear God. I don't know what's up with his head.
I have failed. You most of all. I fought with every bone and sinew. All I am, I leave to you. Take it. My blood is my legacy. May it spill forth into an army to rend suffering from its host.
The city was destroyed, the veil fractured, thousands of souls perished, swallowed by the void. She's quite happily named a mother, because, I mean, mothers are willing to sacrifice themselves for the child, right? I don't know if this is her child, or if that's more of a...
My voice destroyed a city. It's not enough. How soon will you hatch? I want you in this world. I want to see what you can do. To those that hurt me. To those you will hurt. I can't wait.
Dude, that kid is creepy, and that is an awesome way to show. Time and space converged. Reality and unreality were on the edge of destruction. For the first time, an other was close to breaking through.
Do not despair. My life lights your path. Do you remember our journey together? This time, let me guide you. You will wield my memories like a sword, and with them, grow our army.
Dude, that is so cool. That's so cool. I gotta say, I mean, that's like Sisters of Battle. And thus were they trapped in an everlasting loop from recollection to recollection. Daughters of the Red Mother die only to rise again. I love this stuff. Age of Shattering. Now 1929. So we're like jumping around in time.
This dark corner of existence is a harbinger. Soon all will follow. The very fabric of our reality is threatened. My last breath is near. My daughters, you are of me. Put an end to suffering.
This is so cool. I love the sound in this game. Othercide is a game about sacrifice and tough choices. Progress is autosave. There is no turning back. The enemies in Othercide are lethal, and every mistake will cost you dearly. Your daughters will die, and you will lose, only to rise stronger again. The game expects players to fail, but failure is not the end. After ending a run, you restart with additional bonuses and even the ability to resurrect fallen daughters for a cost. So cool. If you make
this side of the veil, I can give you my daughters, birthed from my soul. You will need them to fight.
It's so cool because you can kind of make
What will
super
you
soldiers.
remember now?
This is the Chrono map. From here, you will be able to manage your daughters in the inner void, select your next mission from the attack menu, and end the day. Let's enter the inner void to germinate a new daughter. Enter the inner void. Welcome to the inner void. Here you can manage your daughters. Enter the birthing pool. So germinate daughter. And it's cool. I guess you can like random what? Oh, random name. We'll just keep this one. Mercy's such a cool name. The Blade Master excels in melee duels. The Soul Slinger supports her sisters from afar. The Shield Bearer protects her sisters. Assign a class to your daughter. Well, we have one of each, so I'll take the shield bearer. That's so cool. God, it's such clean lines. Look at this. The shield bearer has more defense than her sisters and is capable of controlling most enemies with her shield.
The others are converging, warping reality. You must stop suffering from feeding. Go. Close the first synapse.
Attack available synapses select. Hunt challenging. New missions or synapses appear each day. Beat a synapse to close it. So it shows you the rewards as well. 150 of this currency, 25 of this, and 100 experience. Here you can view mission details and choose the daughters you want to send. So we'll have Blanche. She's the soul slinger. We'll have... So we'll grab that. We'll grab Mercy, our new daughter, and Prudence, the Blade Master, and go.
Careful. You wouldn't want my scalpel to slip into innocent flesh.
Jesus. Flanking behavior. While a unit is engaged in melee combat, attacks coming from the flank or the back will hurt more. That was like when we were getting backstabbed earlier. So right now, we have Curse Therapist here who has Snapshot. We have Plague Doctor with base attack. And we've got, so 2 range, 1 close range. And I like how you can select and see where they can move. Yeah. So let's try to move our shield bearer, I guess, towards the front, but not quite in range. So we can kind of react. 41 is under 50, so that's not going to put us into overdrive, and then we'll hold. It's not a burst. We've got Blanche, who is the soul slinger, so she'll kind of stay close, but behind. We'll hold. And we've got Prudence, the Blade Master. She'll stay on the opposite side just in case. And that's 37 AP, so she has 63. She's not over threshold, and we'll hold. First move. Not quite close enough. Wow, that was really close. I should have checked that. Okay, so Mercy. So the next on the attack order is the Curse Therapist here, then melee. Okay, so if Blanche and Prudence can take care of them, maybe we can get in and interrupt this person, right? So we've... Oh, actually, no. We've got Lunge. Deal up to 208 damage 3 times. Or Slam. Deal up to 194 and delay the target by 25. Face the target to face you. So if we want to move, let's say, in front, that'll cost how much? 34. And then it'll cost... Ooh, then we'll be over threshold. You know what? We may have to burst, but... Okay, we're going. And slamming will put us... Let's see, Lunge is 208. This guy is 415. And it's 194 in a delay. So if we were to do that here, that will push them, but they still get to go before us. But we're kind of... Oops. Or we can just hold, and then we can go again before they do. So I'm just going to hold right here. Okay. So no need to rush it. We've got Blanche on the timeline. We do want to deal with this guy first, so we'll take the shot. Seems like 25 and 25 is 50, so... We can send like 2 shots. And then we cannot move, or we can move and take the shot, etc., etc. So we're just going to hang tight here. It seems like we'll get to go before the monsters again. Now, Prudence. This guy has 246 left. Her slash is 30. She's going to deal way more. So that guy's out.
Shatter them.
And then she can move. I see. There's a white outline. Is the remainder up to the 50 points. So if we move here, we're not over threshold into burst, and we can hang tight. So right now, both of these will move before Prudence, but Blanche and Mercy can go before that. So they have 415. Deals up to 208 damage 3 times. That's more than enough. Excellent.
Whatever we can to prevent this torture.
And since there's only one left, and this guy's about to go, see, where's the spawn?
Terror to haunt us.
Too far away. We're well out of reach, yeah? So how much does Blanche do with her shots? 86 3 times. We can probably manage. I'm actually going to relocate Mercy starting now, and she'll head towards the next spawn already. Then we're just going to hang tight there, and then Blanche will have to deal with this person before see, this is 24. Is she in range to take a shot? She is. And if it's not enough, we can burst because we've got other sisters to block the way. So that guy's down. So now she has to wait a full 100 instead of the 50, right? So we'll just actually like relocate with a remainder and get behind Mercy while she's sort of like recharging, yeah? In the meantime, we've got that spawn. They're coming up. So let's just get close, but not too close. Right there. So there's like a gap between where that spawn's going to arrive to. Now to Mercy. Okay, so we'll get in. If we will get to go before this person. Let's just hold. That goes to Prudence. If we get flanking attacks, it's better. If we get attacks from the rear, better, right? So let's move 27. We'll do the slash from the rear. Excellent.
Flawless.
1005 damage. Holy crap. Excellent. Oh, that is so cool. Victory. We get experience.
We will slow suffering's progress.
And then we get traits. So this is the cool part. I remember now. Recollections. A recollection ends if you have no way to continue. If you get beaten by a boss, or if you choose to end it yourself, this will let you start a new try on the first day, and gives you access to more shards. Resources that you gain from missions and can use to buy remembrances or power-ups, and those things are what last, or some of the things that last from run to run. You can only move to the next day after closing at least one synapse. Rest your daughters. Daughters need to rest. They cannot fight more than once per day. You can only move to the next day after closing at least one synapse. So now we're on day 2 as we move towards these thresholds here. One of our daughters can learn a new skill in the inner void. This is where we manage the daughters, yeah? Observe her in more detail to learn about her. So Blanche, here you can see your daughter's statistics, traits, and skills. Skills can be unlocked by reaching new levels of mastery and upgraded with memories. Open the Traits tab. This daughter has earned a new trait reflecting what she has experienced. Traits cannot be removed or changed even in death. So we can get a new skill. So Codex right here. This is like the encyclopedia. The Mother, the Red Mother, the Blade Master. God, the pictures are so cool. It really reminds me of old school like Diablo. And they had the manual. And in it, they'd have all these like concept art. And I would just stare at them. They look so cool. God, the stance. I know my face is in the way, but I mean, look at the stances here. It's just so cool. Like really, really cool stuff. My God. Anyway, so, all right, so there's that. We've got remembrances. These are what the shards are. Remembrances give you access to bonuses that last through the whole recollection. A remembrance remains unlocked once it is unlocked, even if you start a new recollection. Unlocking a remembrance does not activate it automatically. You must use shards to activate it. You earn shards every time you complete a mission, but your pool of shards is limited to those you had at the start of the recollection. Once you start a new recollection, you get access to all your earned shards. So we're earning this and basically storing them away for a new run. So right here, we have unlocked this and this remembrance. So start a run with 2 memories, and memories are what are kind of like slots or gems for slots. So like this shot has this slot right here. We could power it up with something and that would be like a memory. Yep. So new skills available. Skill selection. Each time you unlock a new skill, you have to choose between 2 different abilities. So right now, this is for Blanche, our Soul Slinger. She's got Shadow Round, which is a reaction. Deals up to 247 damage to enemy in range, taking damage from an ally. Has a range of 7. I see. So it's like an assistance. So you stay near somebody, and I love that they play the video of it when you hover over. You stay near an enemy, and if your ally attacks that enemy, then you'll go ahead and assist with some damage. But it costs 5% of your HP. Wrathful Rain. Deal up to 347 AoE damage and move to an empty tile for 35 AP. That seems a lot cleaner to me, so I'm gonna go with that. You can see that AoE and relocate. So now she has Wrathful Rain. Statistics right here, HP, action points, I mean that's all pretty normal. Has some armor, etc. And traits, she has none. She's still pretty new. We don't have any memories to place right now, so it's just a basic shot. So all of the sisters leveled up, or the daughters, and they can get their first new ability. So for our shield bearer, Blacksmith's Grace costs 5% HP, increases your own armor by 180 for 40, and move up 15 initiative units on the timeline for each incoming attack. Huh, wonder how that works. So you can see in the video here, she puts up her shield, and then there'll be attacks coming in, I think, yeah? Bam. Dodge. And bumps her up on the timeline. So it increases the armor for 40. I'm guessing that's 40 initiative on the timeline. Move up 15 initiative units on the timeline for each incoming attack. So the more attacks, like, the sooner you're ready. I'm not too sure, actually. Shield Bash. Deal up to 269 damage and push targets 5 tiles. Enemies pushed into each other or an object take up to 120 damage. I mean, I kind of like... Those are easier for me to understand, and I'm always scared about using the HP. So there's that. 0 traits. And then we got Prudence. Oh, she's got Aggressive. Effect, damage plus 50. From her first step, she's led the fight against evil. So new skill, Lightning Strike. Instant action. Dash 5 tiles to deal up to 396 damage, has a range of 5. Or Immovable Stance. React to an enemy finishing movement in melee range and deal up to 526 damage. I can see this being really powerful if you place yourself at the edge of an enemy's movement range and multiple enemies are coming in. I think this would trigger on all of them for the next turn, but which that's so much, 526 damage. But since again, instants are easier as a commodity to kind of understand for me, so I'm gonna go with that right now. One of our daughters can learn a new skill in the Inner Void. Oh, really? Still? It's not that. I'm pretty sure we did them all, right? Unless there's codex, characters. I mean, we kind of... Oh, I thought we got them all. Recalling memories by slaying enemies will unlock a chapter of the mother's history. Events... Huh. I'm not too sure, honestly.
Give life to our daughters.
Oh, we can make new daughters? I mean, we don't have to, do we? So let's go over to our synapses. We have the difficulty rating is impossible. Oh, whoops. Sure, why not? Why not? We'll do impossible. Oh, God. So we'll choose our 3. I mean, we only have the 3. Now they're all level 2. And let's go. I'm guessing impossibles. I'm guessing it's a lot harder. Maybe there's like more to kill. I don't know.
We must prepare to pay any price.
You now have access to more skills, allowing you to combine direct actions, interrupts, and reactions.
These statues remember no victory,
12 enemies.
no heroes.
That's probably
Only
why the
pain.
difficulty is impossible. My goodness. Okay, so it's Mercy, Blanche, Prudence. Right now we've got a very far distant ranged enemies. So probably the closest one's this one, so they can move up to here if Mercy can be in a place to intercept. But again, not too close. 31 AP. And then if we compare here, Yeah, we'll be right in line. So we should probably just wait. I don't think they can move and attack. I'm actually not sure. Reanimation. So we have new people coming in. We've got Blanche. I mean, we'll just be in range because as long as we don't move, we can actually attack twice with Blanche, right? Intercepting round. Interrupt the first attack on an ally within a range of 10 and deal damage. Yeah, we'll hang tight on that one. Because again, I don't know if they can attack right away. And then we got Prudence. We'll just be close by again. And we'll hang tight. Because we want to spend less actions on moving and more actions on taking them out. Oh, they didn't have to move that far because I guess we're closer. I don't know if they're preparing their attack. So they're very carefully managing their distance, right? So if we get over here, it's 47, so that's the full amount. We have 2 new spawns. I'm not too sure where they're located, so we'll just hang tight here. Because Mercy will get to act. That guy's gonna act. That guy's gonna act. So if he's gonna act, and we've got Blanche, I know she's got that intercepting round. Interrupt the first attack on an ally. That's what it is. Or we've got Wrathful Rain, which will be right around her. Okay, okay. So let's do move. How far can this Curse Therapist go? Out here. So I'm actually going to move in. There we go. And we're going to just hold. We could burst, but I think we'll be too far gone. So let's hold. 2 people can move before us, though. And then we will stay far back, and then we're going to hold. Apparently, there's 2 spawns here.
More of his doctors. Or should I say acolytes?
I see. So it's like they will show you where they're going to come. So they're not hatched yet. It's with these hands going up, but the skull is like you're about to see a first stage. Like you'll see where they're going to appear. So Mercy gets to go. We've got this guy and the guy right in front, so we might as well deal with them. They have 422. We can push them back. We can lunge for 30. We can also slam and then push back. We can do both. And that's enough damage. So if we do a slam, that pushes them back and offsets them so Blanche can go first. And that'll actually allow us to relocate if we want to. So let's do it. And then we will hold. We'll let Blanche finish that. Guy comes in. Doesn't attack. Okay. Well, we got Blanche. We might as well take the shot for 25. That's done. And the next guy is out there. So we're just going to tuck up. And hold. Moves in. I see. So they move in. They're going to take their delayed attack. And it seems to be about the entirety of one of our turns. Like our normal turns, not the burst ones, right? So that guy's moving. We've got a spawn on this side. We've got a spawn here. I'm curious if they can move right away. It seemed like they could earlier. And then we got Prudence. That's her movement. Well, I mean, we can definitely deal damage to this guy. That's going to cost us 47, but we'd have to burst, right? But he doesn't go until afterwards. So I think what I'm going to do... What I'm going to do is... That's 20, and the slash is 30. I mean, we might as well just hit this guy. Yeah? So we'll go 30. Nail him. So that takes him off the table. He has not started the delayed attack. The delayed attack's here. So Blanche can go before this guy shoots. So now we'll hold. Curious, though, what's going to happen with these two. So they spawn, but do they move and attack immediately? they do. Or they just move. So we're actually within their move. I'm curious if I'm close by, if that means they have the AP because they don't have to move. If they have the AP to attack immediately. We were kind of at the edge of their range.
Or should I say acolytes?
Okay, so we've got this guy who's acting, so he has to go. That guy who's acting, they have to go. And this guy is currently in a massive attack form, right? Mercy can probably get in. She doesn't have her... She has to be close. She doesn't have that dash move from the tutorial. I feel like we need to clear the space because otherwise we have to go around these guys. This one's a push, so we're going to go in and strike. And unfortunately, we'd have to go into burst in order to engage this guy. He is... This is his attack right here. So Blanche will get to go. She can probably double tap. But she'll have to deal with both these guys. Oh my god. Let's tuck up. I mean, we could totally take this guy out. But then all these guys are going to go. I guess it's queued up. So it's not bad. Let's go for a lunge. Or we can go for a slam. That'll just delay him, but a lunge will kill him. If we're going to burst, we might as well go all the way. So let's go ahead and just go for it. I think these guys are only capable of delayed attacks. So once we've done that, let's actually pull back. We might as well use our entire rest of our AP if we've already gone into burst. And then we're just going to hold. So kind of a big gamble. We got Blanche. She's got to down this guy. So we have to take both of our 25 AP shots.
Flawless.
The big problem is this guy can come in and attack Mercy or Prudence. We can use the intercepting round and deal damage to it. It's already taken damage, so that will work. Cost 10% AP. And then we'll hold. So now he comes in, moves to attack. She intercepts. Enemy down. There we go.
A bitter victory.
So now we have a new spawn. New spawn, but their range is not far enough. And then we've got these gents out here. They can move far enough. Okay, well, let's just... We cannot move far enough. We can't move far enough. Let's just head closer so we can close the gap. Dash 5 tiles to deal 396 damage at 30 is going to put us in the burst. Let's just hold. There's the spawn. We have another spawn. So immediately triggers massive shot because we are in range. So spawn can move. Guy can trigger his well, he can get his turn. And then the other spawn before Prudence can even go. How far can they go? Oh, we're the Soul Slinger right now. I see. So what we can do is stay centrally located and then go in intercepting round again. And then we'll hold. This way we're covering both of our daughters. There's the move. Attack on Mercy. Enemy down.
No mercy.
This will be a massive shot, I believe. And then move and unable to attack. Okay, excellent. So now Prudence can go. This guy's queued up for a massive attack. That'll trigger on Mercy, but Mercy will react before. If we do a slash for 30. It will push us over. Because we are at what right now? We're at 69. 69. So we'll come down to 39. Let's hit it. So that cancels that delayed attack.
Victory.
Next one coming is this. We might as well be close by. And then we'll hold. Because that was a big burst attack. So it put us far off on the timeline. So Mercy has to deal with this. We'll get in close. And we'll lunge. Oh, the dodge. I forgot about the dodge. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We can take one move. Blanche gets to go before. Hold. So Blanche can clean that up. So we'll take the shot. 25. That's a clear.
Exquisite.
And we'll just take the rest of our move to move into range, and we'll hold. Mercy. She's at 56. 1, 2, 3, and trigger. Let's hold. So mind you, we're close to the... This will kind of answer things. We're kind of close to the new spawns. They didn't move very far, so... Maybe it's just a movement turn as soon as you spawn and not actually an attacking turn. Now he gets to choose, so he's probably gonna... Ooh, instant. Okay, never mind. They do have instant.
The new shift has just arrived.
And the new shift is where? So we've got 4 enemies remaining. 1, 2, 3. There's the 4th. Okay, fine. So we've got Blanche. Shot out. And we can take another one without moving. And we'll hold. Prudence. We'll take the slash. So a bigger hit because she's attacking from the side and she's arriving here. We'll hold. I don't see enemy actions before that, just the spawn. We'll take a small slam to finish.
Striking.
And then we'll move to assist. This guy... That's fine, that's fine. Blanche and Prudence both get to go. I bet they can handle him. Immediately spawns, triggers a delayed attack. Blanche comes in, and we've got shot to finish, I think. Yep.
Progress has its setbacks.
And then we'll be able to take a single shot at the new spawn. And actually, because it's the last 2, we might as well push it. Shot to finish. Now we've entered burst.
I revel in her strength.
And we shall hold. She's kind of out of this fight now. There's only 1 enemy remaining. We'll close the gap. We might as well go in a burst. And strike. Enemy down. Beautiful. So we've lost 20% of our HP plus the 115 from the hit. So hopefully that's not too much. Victory. Enemies killed 12. We gathered more vitae. And memories recovered 2, so we should be able to utilize those on our ability. You can see that all these kills have leveled up 2 of them, and Mercy is just on the cusp of leveling to 3. So what do we got? And obviously they can only fight...
Lost the link here.
They can only fight once per day. And we don't have more sisters. So memories are obtained when killing certain enemies. There are upgrades you can assign to your daughter's skills, adding various effects. Anything from increasing damage or defense to impacting the timeline. Additionally, every memory unlocks a new part of the codex in the memories section. So Inner Void. And here we go. We've got a level up for our Soul Slinger, I think, right? She's at 3. It might just be a stat increase. She did lose some of her health. It's still lost. So if we click, there are some memories to add. Departure. Increase the damage of a skill by 55 or increase the critical chance of a skill by 5%. The nice thing is these hit multiple times, so this 55 I think should apply multiple times. So if she's going pop, 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 I mean that's basically like over 100 and like 75 damage, something like that. So that's pretty cool. Intercepting round, Wrathful Rain, that's the AoE. We can also add it 3... Yep, same amount of damage here. I feel like the one doing the most multi-damage is Blanche. I mean, she'll take... basically shoot 6 times with shot within a turn if she doesn't have to move. So we'll give Departure to her. So now this will deal 112 plus 55 3 times, I think. Yeah. And then we've got one more memory. We can see under Remembrances, I think...
What will you remember now?
All daughters gain 15% max health points. So that's unlocked for another run. And as we... Do we gain more knowledge? Scavenger. Ah, so we fought against the scavengers. That's so cool. So I'm going to head over to Prudence. If we look... What was that other one? Increase critical chance of a skill by 5%. There's dash 5 tiles. I'm not too sure what the critical chance of these skills are. So... I mean, I guess it's just like it's a bonus or something. Critical chance is 1%. Critical chance is 3. Critical chance is 2. So Blanche seems to have the highest critical chance. I think I'm going to hold on to that one. I don't know how effective that is at the moment. Yeah. So at the moment, I don't think we can do any more here because all of our daughters have engaged in combat. You can see 0 out of 3 left to apply. So we'll go next day.
A new challenge beckons.
And then it should refresh the synapses. I think we can gather more if we were to birth more daughters. So you can germinate daughters in the inner void, I believe, right? Yeah, you can sacrifice, regenerate. The only way to heal a daughter is to sacrifice another daughter of an equal or higher level. The surviving daughter will be healed and receive a fragment of the sacrificed daughter's soul, gaining some of its power. The sacrificed daughter will be laid to rest in the cemetery. Yeah, so giving up your health in order to do things means eventually absorbing another daughter, or I think like resurrecting them, right? When a daughter dies, she ends in the cemetery. You can resurrect a daughter using a resurrection token. Any memories the daughter has equipped are lost on death. Resurrection tokens are rewarded when successfully completing rescue missions or when unlocking certain remembrances. Okay, well, now we are on the next day, so let's see what we can do. So we've got 3 options. There's a rescue, so let's do a rescue. They just talked about the rescue where we can get a resurrection token, so we'll go ahead and apply our 3 daughters. They maintain the same... You can see that both Prudence and Blanche have taken damage. She took like 114 or something, and Blanche... I think she gave up 20% of her health to do those reaction shots.
Farewell, daughters.
Synapse, Bright Soul. Reach the escape area and use the leave skill for the Bright Soul in each daughter. You'll lose if the Bright Soul is killed.
Upon itself.
So it's a different mission type. And we need to take the Bright Soul... Escort the Bright Soul to the safe area here. Evacuate the Bright Soul. Evacuate your daughters. Okay. So we've got 2 enemies on the line. Right now they can move here. What's the very edge? So we cannot have the Bright Soul within that range. We have to be a little beyond the range. So maybe we'll pull her back. Because they'll get to move before. Yeah, so we're okay. We're okay. Let's hold. So their turn, they move. Then they move. Go into contact with Mercy. Nice thing is, Mercy's already in range, right? So we can push them for 25. We can also delay them. So we can delay. And then we can push. create some space, and we will hold. Now the Bright Soul gets to go again. I'm going to hope we can clear this guy. So I'm going to move the Bright Soul out. And then we'll just hold there on the side. Blanche, she now has that extra 55 damage on her shots, right? So since this guy's going to be the one that we see next, let's go ahead and take a shot. He has armor, so it's a lower volume of damage. Got 63 armor. Shot again. 93. His armor's still 63, and then we'll hold. So Blanche gets to go here. So we almost get like 2 full turns, standard turns, before they can go. Prudence. She can do a lightning strike for 30. And she doesn't have anything for 20, so we will hold again.
What new horrors must we
There's a spawn back here near the Bright Soul, and then it's up to Mercy. And we're gonna do a, how much does he have? 250. We'll go ahead and bash. And he is clear.
Impressive.
And then we will hold. So Bright Soul. See, I don't think this guy attacks right away, but I also want to stay near. I think we can clear this guy before, so I'm just going to move the Bright Soul up. I don't know if that means, this seems dangerous because it's out on its own, but let's move Blanche. She will get to go before that guy gets his turn, and then we'll just hold. Because she seems to operate when she's in range and doesn't have to move, you know? Delayed shot. We got Prudence. Every time she does a lightning strike. So it's going to cost 20. Can we move 20? That's 14, 17. Let's go 17 and then go in for the lightning strike so we come in at a different location. 370. So she's here. We'll hold. Does he instantly go in a massive attack? Because I know they've got snapshots, so that's something to keep in mind, but let's close the gap. We got to finish this guy. We can deal lunge. And
I revel in her strength.
hold. So Blanche and Prudence can go before this massive attack is going to hit. The Bright Soul, gosh, we're getting swamped. Seems like they're just going to keep coming. So I'm going to move to the corner. We're going to hold right there. Now it's up to Blanche. She's already in range. So I think she can shoot. Oh, nope, she's not in range. So she's got to move a little bit. So we get 1 on this one. Wow. So it does add 55 to each one of the 3. That's excellent. She'll push up and hang tight. Now it's to Prudence. We've got a lot of spawns, and then it's going to be this guy over here. So that's 20. Meaning she's got 30. So slash. And a clear. Okay, great. So we're keeping up with the ads, but obviously we still need to move to the exit, and they keep coming. Ooh, we unlocked Witch.
Life. Guard them well.
We have Mercy, and they will go before him. He's like a 100-point timeline turn, and now they're creating a wall, so we can't go through them. New spawn. New spawn. Both range. And to the Bright Soul. So the Bright Soul can't go through. We'd have to go around. So, I mean, I guess we'll just kind of hang tight here just to get away. But with this way, you can go left or right. Yeah. Blanche. She's got the shot. I mean, this, I think, is flanking. So let's take it. And then she'll take another one there. And then we'll hang tight here. Because, again, they seem to get to go twice per their 100-point timeline attacks. Yeah, so Prudence. That's 27. Ugh. All right, we'll just close the gap, and then we'll hold. And then it's to Mercy. Fortunately, there's very little left here. So Mercy should be able to do a slam. And then a push. And hopefully that should clear this gap and allow us to pass. And it delays, too. So, oh, actually, he's in place. He's locked in place. Okay. So he's not going to get the push.
The new shift has just arrived.
And then we have more spawns. So we'll get the Bright Soul through.
Bleed them dry.
Curious if we were to burst. She can't go. You can see the faint outline right here. I think it only makes sense to burst move if you can actually get into the end zone. So let's Soul Slinger here. They haven't issued their attacks yet, so yeah, we'll get out here. Hold. And we'll have our lightning strike. And then we will pass behind and hold. So I know they can do instant attacks, but I think they set up the massive shot most of the time. I'm not too sure what triggers the instant attack. I'm glad they're doing the massive because of the delay. Guys behind. I mean, I'm not too worried about these because we're definitely going to be able to burst into the end zone. Oh my god, I realized the time. Well, let's finish this one. The boss fights I remember being really cool, so it's unfortunate we can't make it. All right, let's see. We're going in for the lunge. Shot to finish. And then we'll move. At least we can, like, block this point right here. We'll hold. We got the Bright Soul, who can now probably burst, yeah? Take a look at that. She's going to burst, but she made it all the way to the end zone, so she should be able to leave. Heck yes, high five. There we go. So, can the daughters make it is the thing. We need to cover for each other. Blanche is actually... I've actually blocked Blanche. So, shot. That's huge. That added 55 damage is huge.
This torture.
And we're out of range here, so we'll just kind of tuck to the corner. Oops, can we do it? There we go. And hang tight. Then there's Prudence. Prudence can, in fact, escape. So let's go. And she'll leave. I wasn't paying attention to how far this guy could go. Fortunately, he didn't quite make it. I'm glad I slid by. We got Mercy. After that, it's going to be that guy who cannot make it to Blanche. And then this guy who hasn't triggered his massive attack. So I think Mercy's going to be able to dash all the way to finish. And she can leave. And now it's just a dash for Blanche.
More of his doctors.
Yeah, he's at full stride. We got the guy on the right. Move and hold. But it's a delay, so it doesn't matter. And then it goes to Blanche's turn, and she should be able to dash. I hope she's close enough. Just barely. Wow. Excellent. High five. There we go. God, that is so cool. So we can actually see the aftermath now from the rescue. So here we are. So now we're all three.
Come what may, we will slow suffering's progress.
New trait unlocked. Freed rewards. You either grant 400 vitae or you get +1 resurrection token. Well, the resurrection token allows us to heal and regenerate, so we'll go in and sacrifice.
Together, you are stronger.
And if we go to the inner void now, We remember that Blanche was damaged. We can actually regenerate off of the token, I believe. Oh, no. Actually, that's not how it works. You'd have to do a resurrect. So, in theory, we could regenerate Blanche off of Prudence, who's hurt, right? Prudence, and regenerate Blanche. There we go. The effect. Oh, look at this. A part of Prudence. Effect. Damage plus 42. Critical damage plus 5%. Because she'll get extra 42 damage. My god. That's like per shot. That's crazy. So we're sacrificing Prudence. But she's not gone for good. That will heal Blanche. Now she's at full.
Her sacrifice births another hope.
We get that special buff here. A part of Prudence. A remnant of Prudence lives on in her sister. Aw. And now we can resurrect with the token.
Remember their courage.
And we can resurrect Prudence. So if we go back, there we go. Awesome. Granted, I mean, she lost the half experience. Oh, wow. Her face changed a bit. So their faces are... Her face is really clean. Her face is a little damaged. They're getting like dark around the eyes. And then it looks like Prudence is now, well, she's damaged. Oh, that's crazy. My god, it's so cool. Look at this. New memories, critical chance of a skill, Guardian, increased damage done by the target by 25% for 30 initial. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Bunnies, thanks so much for hanging out with me and for checking out Othercide. I absolutely love this game. The ambiance and the sound and everything is just incredible. If you like the game, then please like, share, or comment down below if you want to see a full playthrough. I had a total blast. I hope you did as well, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great one, buddy.